in 1902 when they built their sod house. And at that time, when they built sod houses, they put the roof was not no shingles or anything. The roofs were mud, clay, and water and straw mixed, and that was put on as a roof. Well, then every spring, then this had to be done renewed, you know. You had to go up and you had to growl down a new fresher mud and everything on it. And so that's what they had to do. Because in the inside, we didn't have no ceiling. There was no ceiling like this. You see clear up to the rafters, you know. Clear up. And a few years later, you know, they went and wallpapered. They wallpapered the walls inside the sod house. And that paper, when ours was wrecked, when our sod house was wrecked, they had identical the same paper that the folks are using right today. Nice roses and all this and that, you know. This is what the paper is today, you know. And that's what they used at that time. That was way back in 1902, 3, 4 in there, you know. So, well, then, after theirs was done, then when my grandmother and grandfather came with the boys, well, then they went up there and built their sod house. And they lived with us for a whole year. And they went back and forth and to build theirs up there. So, and at that time there was no double rooms or anything. There was no walls in between. The whole thing was all one, and there was a row bed setting over here and a row bed setting over there. And everybody sleeping in the same room. And so after the folks' was built up there, and the grandma's house was built, well, then is when I was spending my time up there, you know. So, but then the sod houses didn't last so very long. Oh golly. I know we went to the neighbor's sod house, and they didn't have a wood floor yet. We had a wood floor in ours these later years, but they didn't. So they had this clay and straw and water mixed, and they put it down nice and smooth and everything. And this is when Sunday afternoon, this is where we Sunday evenings we spend our time. We had one of the girls take a comb, you know, and with cigarette paper, like, you know, real thin, and then she would sing a tune through the comb, you know, and we would dance around the poles, you know, and of course the clay, you know. When we went home, you know, our shoulders, our caps and everything, they were just yellow from that clay that we had a whole dust storm in there.
Did you ever find snakes or anything on the floors?
No, but I remember one time we were all sitting down for dinner, and then all at once somebody said, "There's a mouse, a rat." And the rat was running up the wall. Dad got up and we reached up and grabbed her by the tail and dropped her down, you know.
Did it die?
Yeah, threw her outside. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, of course, you know, them walls being that thick, you know, why they could dig a hole in from the outside and have a nice home and have a nice warm home. But you had to watch out. Snakes, we didn't have any snakes around there. All we had is these green garden snakes and that, you know, that's all we had. And they're no danger, you know, they want to get out of your way. If they see you coming, you know, they'll get out of the way, you know, when you coming. But then, you know, in the spring, you know, the snakes, you know, they shed their skin. They grow right out of it. So So that's what the sod house were, you know.
How long did you build yours? Did you help?
Oh, no, no, I couldn't because I was born at 10.
Did you ever help build one? Did you ever?
Oh, golly, we used to have to mix them up. And we would take all of our shoes. Well, during the summer months, we didn't even have shoes.
Really?
No.
Didn't your feet get sore?
Oh, we got so sore sometimes you cried like hell. You know. And so we took off our shoes, rolled up our pant sleeves, rolled them up and then went in the mud and they poured the water in there. And then you went around and around and around to get that all good and...
That would be fun.
Huh?
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, you think it would be fun, you know. But after you had to do it so many times, you know, then it wasn't fun no more. But you had to do it, you know. You had to do the job, you know, because sometimes, you know, outside the sod house, some of the stuff fell off, you know, from the rain, you know, and the snow in the wintertime. And then these holes had to be all patched up again. And in order, a lot of them, you know, had made their sod houses white.
With what?
Yeah, the lime. They'd go to town and buy some lime, 100-pound bags of lime, and then bring it home and mix it with water, and then take a brush, one of these brushes, they're about that white, you know, and bristles on about that far, you know, and that's the way you whitewash the house on the outside.
Oh, cool.
Over this clay, you know. And of course then this lasts a little bit longer, you know, the clay, because it had something to protect it, you know. And but the roof always had to be done, you know. It's so surprising, you know, with all the rain we had and everything, we never got wet in there.
Really?
It never leaked. The water would always run right off, you know.
Oh, because of the lime?
And, well, we didn't do the thing that's the roof.
Well, then how did it get protected?
Oh, we always, every year, we had to put this, mix this clay and straw and water.
Oh, we didn't.
And there's something else that we put in there that I don't think I can.
Really? Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I won't tell you that.
And you lived in this?
Huh?
You lived in this?
They just didn't breathe.
No, that was mixed in with the clay and water and straw.
So you couldn't really smell it?
Huh?
So you couldn't really smell it?
Oh, you probably could, you know, but I don't think. We'll let that one